You're not on the field, court, or ice. You're on the couch. From DG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall, delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Booty State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am. Through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make them mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Coaching from the Couch. This is your DMV Sports Update, and I am your host, CWall, checking in to give you all of the updates and what has been happening in the DMV this week from a sports perspective. Cannot talk to you about the weather or anything else, but I can absolutely talk to you about what's happening in the DMV sports world. So, I mean, it's so much happening, isn't it? It's so, good grief. Good grief. Listen, you guys, you already know what it is, and you already know that we have a special saying on this show of when is there a dull moment. And maybe I need to change that and say in DC. I had to just say DMV Sports. I'll make sure that happens. I'll update that and say DMV Sports because, listen, nobody is exempt, and there's always something happening. This week, WNBA free agency. Bradley Beal is injured. The new name. I was sitting there, and I've been knowing this for a while. Quick soapboxes as you all are checking in, because we make sure if you're checked in, you have to love the show, or you can like it, but tag in your fellow DMV Sports loving family and friends, and make sure you're absolutely sharing the show as well, so that we can have this conversation and be absolutely live, because you can always watch it later. You can catch it on TV, of course, but it's always fun to do this thing in a live discussion kind of format. But I was listening to the song real quick. I got to say this, and it's been happening. I knew this day was happening, and I was like, I'm going to have to change the theme song. You're going to have to figure that out. But anyway, it's a topic for a different day. Everybody saying hello to each other. The CWall team has checked in. You all saying hello to Joy. Say hello to Maya. I see some of the absolute best fans in this area have checked in. I'm seeing Stephen Dennis. I'm seeing DJ Bland, Mike Lyles, Cameron Mingo. Of course, you guys always have to say hello to Mama Waller. You know she checks in and is checking me out all the time. Absolutely all the time. So listen, you all, before we get started, because we're probably going to try to do this at the top of the show, especially when we have a lot to discuss, we are going to for sure take a moment out for our sponsors. We also want to check out one of our newest sponsors, Ubiquitous CBD. Ubiquitous Enterprises is a CBD-based company that provides premium CBD oil and hemp products that are second to none. From teas, pet health, bath, and body care, Ubiquitous products are high quality for the best price. As you all can see here, they have a special code because CWall Sports and Entertainment is absolutely turning 5 years old this year, you guys. So make sure if you go and check out the site, make sure you put in the code CWall5. You will get 15% off site-wide. Make sure you all hit them up for certain. And I absolutely need to shout out Mike Lyles because he's one of the owners of that business. So support our businesses, y'all. So shout out to Mike. All right, y'all. Let's have at it. WNBA free agency is up first. The Mystics are up first. Please, please, please tag in your most favorite Mystics fans. Tag in Mystics fans, Mystics fans, Mystics fans. Check in, check in, check in. So, at the top of the week, this was how it started. At the top of the week, this is how it started, right? This was who was on the Mystics. That looks a little light, right? Okay, so that's how it started. But this right here is how it is going. So while the Mystics did lose in free agency, Emma Messiman, we're going to miss Emma. She went to the Chicago Sky. And Tina Charles, you all know she was signed to a one-year contract, but she is no longer with the Mystics either. I think she may be headed to the Phoenix Mercury, but Tina balled out here in the district last year, and we just appreciate her so much for all that she did. But here is who the Mystics have signed so far. Megan Gustafson, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough has been re-signed. Tiana Hawkins is back. She is back in the area. Shout out to Tiana. We're so happy that she is back. Maisha Hines Allen has also re-signed with the team. And newest addition, Elizabeth Williams. Nothing but great vibes on the press conference call this past week with them. You all know Coach Mike Tebow. That's my guy right there. Coach Mike Tebow. I just like people that are direct and are just gonna tell the truth. I like direct people, okay? And it doesn't get any more direct than Coach Tebow at times. But it was so delightful, and we have so much to discuss tonight. I did want to pull in a clip or two, but I don't think we're going to have time for that tonight. But Alina Deladon, she's still in it, y'all. She's still in it. I call her the Dawn. That's Alina Deladon, okay? She's still in it. There's a lot of positive energy. She says she feels phenomenal. She looks happy. She looks well rested. As you all know, and I shared on the show last week, Alina absolutely is going to be with the U.S. women's team at training camp. She is not going to participate in the tournament, but she is going to participate in training camp. And that is positive. That is positive news. So let's see. And I'm going to keep reminding y'all. Do y'all know what I'm about to say? Do you know what I'm about to say? The Mystics have the number one pick in the WNBA draft in April, okay? It's coming. That's a big deal. And this team is really proud of where they're headed. So I think that's a good thing. I want to see, did y'all peep this though? Because Coach Mike hinted at more signings coming. But see, peep this. I'm bringing the picture back up because this is important, right? You see, they've been filling in the picture with different players as they're signed. And I was like, well, I feel like there's more. It was only one more, but I feel like there's two more silhouettes. So it's a total of 3 silhouettes left. So I guess this is the mystery Mystics picture is what I've been calling it, because every time they sign somebody, they fill in with a picture. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it's fun. It is fun, and I absolutely enjoy it. And I look forward to Mystics games, y'all. You know I'm gonna get on my Mystics soapbox. I got some time, but I need to see y'all in the place at the Entertainment and Sports Arena. If you haven't been there yet, you need to go there. Very dope environment. All right, Wizards fans. I don't think I have a Caps update. We don't have a Caps update. Wizards fans. Wizards fans. Where are you? And I see more folks are checking in. And I see people talking. Listen, are the Wizards fans checked in? Because we absolutely need to talk about something. I take the Wizards topic is very serious. It's very serious. It's serious. I have a question. Okay, it's a couple things. I have a lot of questions actually. Y'all probably waiting for me to say the answer to this question actually. But who do y'all want? I mean, are the Wizards supposed to trade somebody? I mean, is something gonna happen before February the 10th? Because if not, do you all know that Bradley Beal could end up having the largest contract in NBA history? $241 million. I had to do. Where's my notebook? Mm-hmm. Y'all adding that up? Y'all adding that up? Don't get your calculators out. That type of money, 241 million. You need to write that down on a piece of paper and carry the one. Add all the zeros. Okay. You have to don't get a calculator. Try to do that math on your own. All right. Listen. They can't pay Brad that money. They can't pay Brad that money. They can't pay him. They can't pay him. They cannot. Okay. Listen. They got to try to get something for Brad. They have to try to get something for Brad. Or he's going to walk and then you'll get nothing for him because he's an unrestricted free agent. $241 million over 5 years, I believe it is, whatever it is, based on the math that I did, it was $48.2 million a year. You might as well round it up. You're going to say he's going to get paid $50 million a year. To date, that would be, because I was doing some math. I had to look down. Y'all, listen. The Wizards can't pay that kind of money. It's just, listen. There's no way anybody can justify Brad getting that much money. It's not justifiable. You can't put anything together. I don't even think it's a debate. I don't think it's a topic even for discussion when you do the math and you just do the math. I mean, and then you sit back and you think at one point in time, the Wizards, in this season. Now let me sit back because this is note about CWall. Fun fact about CWall. And I kind of shared this with you all in the show last week. And that was, once you see me lean back. Now I'm not going to fold my arms, but if you see me lean back, that means I'm in deep thought. There is something really, really is going on for sure. Okay. And that is, the Wizards at one point in time in this season were in the power rankings, right? And at another time, they were even number one. I mean, it was only like 3 days, but they were number one in the Eastern Conference. Right now, they sit at the 11th seed. So if everything ended today, guess what? They would not even be in the play-in tournament. I don't know what happened. Clearly something happened. I mean, we all are smart. Everyone knows something went down. We know that there was an altercation between Trez and KCP. But let me tell you something. That kind of demise and turmoil comes from conflict. Okay, you do not go from a discussion in earlier season, in the early parts of the season, of being in the power rankings, even number one, right? Even if it was for a few days, you still number one, to now currently, right before the trade deadline, you are not even, if the season ended today, you would not be in the play-in tournament. Something is wrong. Something has gone a mess, and it's showing on the court. It's showing, and something has got to give. That's number one. And number two, the Wizards absolutely cannot pay Brad that money. You just can't. It's not financially sound. based on what you've been getting. I mean, hey, listen, we've been doing this for 10 years and everybody knows I love Brad. I love Brad. I'm a Brad advocate. But one thing I always tell you all that I've learned while doing journalism and especially being in this business is one of the things that I learned, and then I absolutely share this with you all, is what? Don't let your fandom cloud your judgment. Don't do that. Don't do that. And you can't do that because one of the things that I have to do, one of the things that I'm here to do is to be objective. And there's no way I would, even if I'm in a consulting situation with Tommy Shepard or with Ted Leonsis, there's no way I would say, oh, you got to pay that. You absolutely have to pay that because that is a player you absolutely have to keep. No, it's not. Okay. And so for about 3 or so years now, this is what they've been doing. They've been building around Brad. That Brad is the person. That's their person. That's their guy. That's who they're building around. And they've been drafting. And somewhere along the lines, this team went from being in the power rankings at the beginning of the season to not even being able to be in the play-in tournament if the season were to end today. Something has to give. A move must be made. Something must happen. Because you either something is, hey, if you don't trade them before the deadline, if you don't trade Brad before the deadline, he's either going to walk and you're going to get nothing for him, or you're going to end up paying him. You're going to end up giving him that bag out of desperation or out of fear or something. But a move has to be made. A move has to be made. I know, at one point in time, I'm going to tell y'all, because one thing about me, I believe in transparency. And so I'm going to be transparent with you all. At one point in time, I was watching a game. This is a few weeks ago. And I said, you know what? And I tweeted it. And I said, I don't want anybody to get traded because deep down, I kind of felt in that moment, I said, this can work. This can work. I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel like if they can get to the root of these challenges and these issues, this can work. Then they blew that 35-point lead to the Clippers bench and ended up losing by a point. And I said, well, there is absolutely no justification at all for that. And that means that everybody can go. When things like that happen, everybody can go. No one is exempt. No one. Not in the CWall book. So, hey, Brad, your money guy, that's the person that is going to be the most desirable for folks to want to get. I know folks want Bertans traded, but what you going to get for Bertans? I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. But you're going to get something for Brad. Got to try to trade Brad. And we love Brad, but this is business. And being objective, you got to make objective calls and objective decisions. And so got to try to make a move or you're not going to get anything for them. That's the hard truth, Wizards fans. That's the hard truth. This experiment is now over, or we can continue the experiment and just fit the definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, whichever one you like. But either way, Tommy Shepard's going to have to make a move, and he should make one soon. All right. Switching over to the team with a new name. We done gone from the team with the racist name, from the team with no name to the team with the new name. So where are all the Commanders fans at? Washington Commanders fans, listen, I'm going to get used to this because please don't be surprised when you hear me call them the Washington football team, because as far as I'm concerned, that's who they are. I'm just the Washington football team, because as far as I'm concerned, if they're not called Super Bowl bound, Super Bowl champions, I just can't. I just whatever you like. Listen, hey, it is what it is. I think what bothered me the most about all of it was that, well, dang, can't nobody keep a secret around here? See, that bothered me. And I'm going to tell y'all why right here. I said I was going to be quiet on it, but I'm going to tell y'all exactly why this bothered me, because it was a sign of something. We're not supposed to be into the media circus anymore. That's supposed to be over. Those media circus days are supposed to be done, right? All the stuff coming out, all the leaks, it's supposed to be over with, right? No more leaks. We got leaks. Okay. So while I thought that was an indicator that things had changed because of the type of person I am and how I observe things and how I operate and how I process things, ain't much changed. Because that secret been out for about a month, 2 months now. So, hey, whatever. Listen, I think it's going to grow on everybody. It'll be okay. It'll be just fine. It's not like the original name was the sexiest, so it's okay. It's all right. But I know for me, I'm going to end up calling them Washington football, just like sometimes I call Wizards Washington basketball, because until somebody does something to impress me, that's probably about it. That's probably all I can give you, quite frankly, to keep myself calm while I'm doing my work in journalism. And that's why I'm like, listen, hey, whatever. But in the age of social media and all of that, it's just, is what that is. Shout out to the fans that were at FedEx Field and was buying up everything in the team store. That was cool. That was dope. That was what's up. It's gonna be fine. It's a name, and hopefully they win with that name. I do want to share some of the chatter and the talk from the event. I'm going to share 2 clips with you all. One, Joe Theismann and a bit of what he said at the name reveal event, and then some words from Jonathan Allen.
Entirety. The Commanders are really one of those leadership qualities. Part of that is the leadership qualities that we see in the organization now as we go forward. And it's an opportunity for us to be able to look at the back. As you look at the emblems on the back, you see that we cover our history and the championships that have been won. We always want to leave space for one more, Jonathan, so that we can put another date in front of it. But it's an honor to be here, to have an opportunity to represent what we've been, and as we move forward and connect to the future of this franchise. I like the name Commanders. It just has a ring to it. It has a sense of strength to it. It has a sense of authority to it. And that's who we are going to become, and that's who we are going to be. And that's why this franchise is so special to me. And as I reflect on the 90th year of this franchise, I think back when I started in 1974. I've been a part of this franchise for almost 50 years in one way or another, as a player, as a fan, and as a friend. And to me, it's an exciting time for all of us to be able to celebrate what's going to be an opportunity for us going forward. And I say this to the young players, it's your chance now to be able to create a legacy as the Washington Commanders. We did our job, we had our chance, now it's your turn to take it and move forward with it. So I congratulate you, Dan and Tanya, thank you so much for allowing me to be here. I congratulate you on the new name, the new logo, and who we are going forward.
And next up, Jonathan Allen.
I think what's so great about the Commanders is it's a new era, not only for the players currently, but for all the legends in front of us. I think it represents what you guys did in the past to help build a legacy and a path for guys like me and myself and my teammates and the future guys to come, to allow to be able to do the same things that you guys have done. And I think it's a great job of just really giving us a sense of pride moving forward, something that we can all rally behind, unify behind, and really build a rich legacy. So I'm blessed to be a part of this. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm looking forward to the future. And the name Commander is going to mean something special to everybody in this community, and we're going to uphold that legacy. Appreciate it.
And I'll have you all know, I made sure that I reminded Jonathan after that during the interview scrums. I said, hey, look, listen, people like myself are going to remember that you said that. So, yeah, everyone knows that winning cures everything. Nobody's going to care. Like this, I mean, listen. Nobody's going to be complaining about the team name. It's not like a lot of teams have super duper dope names. So this is what it is. It's so much that goes into it. It's so much that you have to track and be with the trademarking and researching and everything. that it's hard to just have an out of this world name. And it's just, I kind of like the Washington football team. So, hey, listen, while you all are watching this show, please know that I will call them the Washington football team or refer to them as Washington football because it's still Washington football. So there's that. Now, let me just say this, and I'm going to give y'all a minute to read this as we start to talk about the new name and this new era and this culture shift. Let me give y'all a minute to read this, okay? Because after the whole name reveal, today 6 former employees of the Commanders met with leaders of the U.S. House of Representatives Oversight Committee to discuss workplace misconduct inside the Washington Commanders facility. We all know that the NFL has conducted, an investigation. Today's discussions have, folks have come out and have shared new allegations against Dan Snyder, and this was Dan's response from his PR representative. So my question to you all is this: Can you really promote and say you are changing culture and you are rebranding and you are starting fresh when you still have the root of your challenges? I mean, is that possible? I have an answer, but I have an answer. But I wanted to ask you all that. Is it possible to really say that this is a true rebrand if Daniel Snyder is still the owner? Is it? Is it a rebrand? Whole new name, whole new everything, a new opportunity. Is it possible? My answer is no. It's not with the same person in charge. Now, here's what else is happening, and it's right there in the faces of everybody, and that is, I thought Dan wasn't supposed to be involved with daily operations. I thought he wasn't supposed to be. Well, he has been. Oh, okay. Well, all right. But we kind of already knew that. We already knew that, right? Listen, there's a lot that is brewing. There's a lot that is covered up. And we know that this is about so much more than just Dan Snyder. It's almost certain that others will be implicated in this as well. But the NFL, if you ask me, has shown support of Dan Snyder. They've shown support. They feel like he was reprimanded for it. He's done everything he was supposed to do. And hey, I mean, he spoke at the name reveal. He was on site. He was there, right? So this isn't just going away, right? These things happen. These things are real. But you have to ask, is the rebranding real? Is it all real if Dan Snyder is still at the root of the ownership? We'll see. This story is going to keep going until he sells the team. And hey, listen, before we close out, let's be clear about something. You can sell teams. The Denver Broncos for sale right now, as have other teams been for sale in the last few years. The Denver Broncos are for sale right now. So selling the team it's not unheard of. You all, we made it. Another week, another show down in the history books. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, it is my pleasure to come and share all of the DMV sports highlights for the week. Listen, always more to come. will always be another update, and I will be seeing you guys again soon.
You're not on the field,
Yeah.
court, or ice.
CWall.
You're on the couch. From
Let's go.
DG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC
Y'all
sports
already
teams
know what it
from the
is.
hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make them mad, man. CWall, and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax.